Hi everyone, I'm Russ,
Mark,
and this is a spirited endeavor.
Prime in the Pump edition.
That's right.
Okay, so tonight we let the Wheelo indecision guide us, and we had some really interesting ones.
Yeah,
So tonight we're going to do the Wyoming Whiskey.
that's right.
Now this one's really cool. So this one has been aged 5 years
Yep.
in new oak barrels.
Yeah.
Which is great. Fine. Wyoming. Wild Wyoming, weather and stuff like that in
Yep.
5 years. And then they said, okay, well, here, we're going to age it again in sherry casks.
And that's going to be really interesting.
I know, right? I can only think of a small handful of bourbons that have, done a finish in sherry casks.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty limited. And discussing it, I think what we're hoping is to get some of that the cherry notes that you get with a bourbon mixed in with what the sherry brings to the table.
Yeah, they usually bring the dark fruits,
Yeah.
the plums and raisins, and you get those raspberry flavors and things like that sherry will bring to the table. So, and this is 50% ABV.
Yep.
So, I'm expecting a lot of flavor out of this.
I'm hoping there's going to be some depth to this one. That would be nice.
All right, very good. Well, let's get into it.
Awesome.
By the way, this was completely distilled and bottled and aged in Wyoming.
That's interesting,
which
by
is really
itself.
cool. Yeah.
I don't think we've had any others from Wyoming.
No, I think this is our first from Wyoming. We've done Colorado, Texas, Oregon, and of course Kentucky and Tennessee and Georgia. But
the usual suspects.
but yeah, not Wyoming. So.
No. Schmack.
Okay. So that is a nice dark amber.
Yeah, it is.
That is like a beautiful color.
Wow.
Wow, look at the cling on that.
Yeah, thick oils on this one.
Yeah, viscosity. I could probably replace my the oil in my car with that. Oh man.
There
okay.
we go.
Yeah. So immediately I get caramel
Yep.
and vanilla. I get those bourbon notes.
Yep.
But now I'm getting the fruit on that too. So it's not only the cherry, but I'm also getting
Wow.
like plum.
Yeah. I gotta say, man, that cherry is really forward on the nose on this one compared to some of the others, and there's a fair amount of vapor coming off of this one too.
Yeah. So it's vanilla and cherry and some other dark fruits in there.
Yeah, it's got a really present nose on it.
There's a little bit of oakiness on the back
There is,
too.
I'm noticing
I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Then there's a little wood note on there that is just really pleasant.
Yeah, a little bit of the corn in the background, but
Yeah, you get that sweetness in there.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sweet whiskey. It's not soft on the nose. I mean, it
No.
is really like
It's
present. Yeah.
yep. This one's not going to sneak up on you.
No, but that cherry is really coming through now.
Yeah, it is. Oof.
Yeah.
Shall we?
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
So immediately I got a little bit of like spicy pepperiness on the tongue, and then there's this beautiful oak note that I kind of got on sort of like mid tongue, and then it cooled off a little bit, and then I got a little bit of fruit on the back end.
Yeah, for me, the spice is pretty subtle up front, but on the back end when I swallow, it's definitely a nice warmth. But wow, the fruit and just the depth of this one.
Yes.
Holy cow. I
Man.
mean, it's bourbon. There's no doubt that it's bourbon and you get some of that cherry note, but the sherry definitely brings some additional fruit notes to this one.
Yeah, it's more than just the cherry. I am really getting
yeah.
the plum and maybe some raspberry in there.
Nice vanilla too. Nice vanilla
Yes.
on the back end.
Yeah, nice sweetness on the back end. So the oakiness and everything kind of gives way, and then there's this wave of sweetness on the back end that just lingers.
That's actually really well balanced. I really like the way the different flavors play together. They're not fighting for your attention, they're very complementary. That's just a very nice bourbon, actually. I mean, that's not a sherry bomb. The sherry does not overwhelm the bourbon, or vice versa for that matter. That just works really well.
I like the oakiness on that.
I do too.
That is really welcome.
Yeah.
Now I haven't Haven't found a lot of bourbons that were as oak forward as I'm finding this one to be.
Agreed.
I haven't seen that in a while.
But it works. It makes a nice counterpoint to the sweetness that's offered.
Yeah, it really does bring a balanced equation here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a couple of drops of water in there.
Yeah, before I kill this, which could happen very quickly.
Oh man, did that just bring some oils up?
Oh, straight vanilla.
Oh yeah,
Like vanilla bomb. Holy
vanilla bomb
cow,
now.
man.
Yep. Got a little bit more of that oakiness on there too. You know, it's like you go in the fall, you get the dried leaves. I'm getting that. You know, there's a particular scent you get with dried leaves in there, especially after it's rained a little bit,
Yeah.
and you get a little bit of mustiness in the dry leaves and everything. There's like a little dustiness in there, and that's kind of what I'm getting here.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That even amped up the oakiness even more.
Notice that immediately.
Yeah. Man, I like that.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of like it with the oakiness amped up because it actually brought some of the other stuff up with it.
It really did. So I'm getting more sweetness on the back end. There's like a little tannin note on there now that I've got.
Yeah. Wow, I dig this.
But yeah, this holds up really, really well to water. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 50% ABV, and it's very, very oily whiskey. So the water is just teasing that out.
Yeah.
Man, that nose is amazing. All right, I'm draining this glass. I'm sorry.
No, I dig that. I like that a lot. It comes across like a corn forward bourbon, but it's got more depth and complexity than what you oftentimes find in that case. I'm not really getting anything in the way of rye that I can pick up on.
You know what I'm getting on this now?
What's that?
It's gonna be a little weird. Acorns.
Oh, that's interesting.
Acorns, like a toasted acorn.
You getting that on the finish?
Yeah,
I could see that.
yeah. On the finish, it's like a toasted acorn. It's a nuttiness.
Yeah.
But there's also that oaky note to it, and then just like a little like it's been toasted just a little bit, or maybe like a chestnut.
I'm with you. There's definitely a nuttiness to this.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, I could enjoy that for a while.
Yeah.
That's a nice sipper where you could spend some time with it.
You know, I know my mother makes like extracts, and she uses vodka or whatever like that, and does hazelnuts and everything.
Yeah.
I want to do an extract, but I want to use this.
That would be really interesting.
Get the nuttiness of that plus the bourbon notes in that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome to, as a baking.
I don't think you can screw up with this one. That's just tasty any way you cut it.
For sure.
Wow.
Okay, what do you think on our scale of 1 to 5?
So I'm gonna go with a 4 on this one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's a solid 4.
I think so. I was tempted to go higher on it, but I think I'm going to just show a little restraint. I think if we revisit this, it may be a different story. It may jump up.
Well, and I mean, just to put it in perspective, Henry McKenna was a 5.
Yes.
So in comparison to Henry McKenna, this is at a 4, which I think is a very respectable number. A lot of bourbons end up in the 2.5 to 3 range. This one, the fact that it's at a 4 should speak volumes. It is, again, great depth, great complexity. Strongly recommend it.
All right, very good.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yep, greetings from
From
America's
Swampland.
Swampland. Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
All right, take care. Bye.
Yeah, it is toasty.